It's the Real American Streaming Experience, where real Americans stream about real American issues. Tonight, join Johnny, guest host Johnny Millwater, and his host, William Shakespeare. Robert Browning. Probably a song by Billy Joel. Who knows? Anything can happen on the Real American Streaming Experience. Now here's your host, the maniac on the mic. Please welcome Johnny Millwater. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Real American Streaming Experience. I'm Johnny Millwater, your guest host. Butch is out sick this week. He's just feeling depressed, so he asked me to fill in. I hope things are going well for everybody out there. I feel fantastic, and I'm getting better every day. Healthy, happy, rich, and pretty. That's what I like to tell people. I'm a bit depressed. I'll be fine. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we do some vocal warm-ups so I can do a good show for you guys? Let's head to the chat chalets where we can be uninterrupted. All right, let's start with the red leather, yellow leathers. Red leather, yellow leather, 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 red leather, yellow leather. Amidst the mists of fiercest frost, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post, and still insists Sorry, I got distracted by my own stream, but still insists he sees the ghost. Let's try that again. Amidst the mists of fiercest frosts, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Oh, what it's due to die today, at a minute or two to two, a thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. For they'll beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat, a tat-a-tattoo, and the dragon will come when he hears the drum, at a minute or two to two today, at a minute or two to two. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Lilule la lule lilule la lilule la lule lilule la lilule la. It's a new one for the stream. Let's see. Oh, the black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. All right, a couple of these. All right, feeling good. Let's spin the wheel. First, I gotta find it. All right, folks, hold on. We got this. We got this. Spin the wheel. Streamlabs loves me, don't you, Streamlabs? Riddles! Let's head on down to the riddle room. What? Black and white and red all over. Black, white, and red all over. It's a newspaper. You thought it was red R-E-D, but it was R-E-A-D. Let's go back to the chat chalet. I like to be in the habit of coming back to the chat chalet every now and then, just in case somebody wants to talk. Most of the time, this has just been a good hour and a half to collect my thoughts uninterrupted, but it's supposed to be interactive. So if you're watching, it's secret. I'd love it if you said hi. Appreciate you. And if not, then what am I talking about? On the balcony. Let me do a couple more vocal exercises. I want to do that balcony one. I still haven't got it yet. Unique New York. 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 That's a good one. And toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. I am a thistle sifter. I have 7 sieves of unsifted thistles and 7 sieves of sifted thistles, for I am a thistle sifter. Oh, what a to-do to die today in a minute or two to two, a thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do, for they'll beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat, a tat-a-tattoo, and the dragon will come when he hears the drum, at a minute or two to two today, at a minute or two to two. He stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. Let's do that 5 times. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. 2 more. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. He stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. All right, now I'm warmed up. He stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, amicably welcoming him in. It's amicably that's going to get me, I think. All right, check in the chat. Spin the wheel, see what happens. Feedback. That's fun. Let's go back to the talk show desk. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Any feedback at all? Anything you'd like to tell me about the stream? You want more of this? You want less of that? Perhaps you don't like my shirt. I'm doing something with the microphone this week that's different. I've taped it to my shirt down here so you can't see it instead of using that clip up here, which I always thought looked rather tacky. So we'll check the sound later and see if it's fine. But that's neither here nor there. Now is your chance to give me feedback. I'll take this opportunity to give you feedback. Lonely. I wish there were more people watching. Some people watching. I could use some of that Christian Johnson style encouragement with like the arm up and then the fire next to the arm. Oh, I want some of that. I need that kind of encouragement. That's sweet. But I don't go to church, so I can't get it. But 15 seconds left. This is my church. This is where I come every Sunday. This is where I come to bow at the altar of entertainment. I'm in an entertainment venue right now. There's a green screen behind me, but behind that is a sign that says The Comedy Zone. It's the only comedy club in town. Well, let's take a look at what the folks wrote during feedback. Nobody's watching. Heard and understood. Let's roll the dice. I love this one. Movie! Nah. You're not the boss of me, wheel. Poem! Cool, I love poems. Let's go to the poetry pavilion. I would like to read Modern Man by the brilliant George Carlin. I'm a modern man, a man for the millennium, digital and smoke-free. Diversified, multicultural, postmodern deconstructionist, politically, anatomically, and ecologically incorrect. I've been uplinked and downloaded, I've been inputted and outsourced. I know the upside of downsizing, I know the downside of upgrading. I'm a high-tech lowlife, a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art, bi-coastal multitasker, and I can give you a gigabyte in a nanosecond. I'm new wave, but I'm old school, and my inner child is outward bound. I'm a hot-wired, heat-seeking, warm-hearted, cool customer, voice-activated, and biodegradable. I interface with my database. My database is in cyberspace, so I'm interactive, I'm hyperactive, and from time to time, I'm radioactive. Behind the 8 ball, ahead of the curve, riding the wave, dodging the bullet, pushing the envelope. I'm on point, on task, on message, and off drugs. I've got no need for coke and speed. I've got no urge to binge and purge. I'm in the moment, on the edge, over the top, and under the radar. A high-concept, low-profile, medium-range ballistic missionary. A streetwise smart bomb. A Top Gun bottom feeder. I wear power ties. I tell power lies. I take power naps. I run victory laps. I'm a totally ongoing Bigfoot slam-dunk rainmaker with a proactive outreach. A raging workaholic. A working rageaholic, out of rehab and in denial. I've got a personal trainer, a personal shopper, a personal assistant, and a personal agenda. You can't shut me up, and you can't dumb me down, because I'm wireless and I'm tireless. I'm an alpha male and beta blockers. I'm a non-believer and overachiever, laid back and fashion forward, upfront, down home, low rent, high maintenance. I'm supersized, long-acting, high-definition, fast-acting, oven-ready, and built to last. A hands-on, footloose, knee-jerk head case, prematurely post-traumatic, and I have a love child that sends me hate mail. But I'm feeling, I'm caring, I'm healing, I'm sharing, a supportive, bonding, nurturing, primary caregiver. My output is down, but my income is up. I take a short position on the long bond, and my revenue stream has its own cash flow. I read junk mail, I eat junk food, I buy junk bonds, and I watch trash sports. I'm gender-specific, capital-intensive, user-friendly, and lactose-intolerant. I like rough sex. I like tough love. I use the F word in my email, and the software on my hard drive is hardcore, no soft porn. I bought a microwave at a mini mall. I bought a minivan at a megastore. I eat fast food in the slow lane. I'm toll-free, bite-sized, ready to wear, and I come in all sizes. A fully equipped, factory-authorized, hospital-tested, clinically proven, scientifically formulated medical miracle. I've been pre-washed, pre-cooked, preheated, pre-screened, pre-approved, pre-packaged, post-dated, freeze-dried, double-wrapped, and vacuum-packed. And I have an unlimited broadband capacity. I'm a rude dude, but I'm the real deal. Lean and mean, cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Rough, tough, and hard to bluff. I take it slow, I go with the flow, I glide with the tide. I've got Clyde in my stride. Driving and moving, sailing and winning, driving and grooving, mailing and winning. I don't snooze, so I don't lose. I keep the pedal to the metal and the rubber on the road. I party hardy, and lunchtime is crunch time. I'm hanging in, there ain't no doubt, and I'm hanging tough. Over and out. There you go. What a great George Carlin. How about a nice round of applause? What a great George Carlin. I love him too. What am I, made of stone? Admit that I am not. All right, let's spin the wheel. How many listen to this week? It's bad for you. 60th time. Ooh, another poem. Usually I don't like to have back-to-back feet, but what the heck? This is Warning. Shel Silverstein is Janet's favorite poem. Inside everyone's nose there lives a shark-toothed snail. So if you stick your finger in, he may bite off your nail. Stick it farther up inside, and he may bite your ring off. Stick it all the way, and he may bite the whole darn thing off. Let's do a slightly longer one just for fun. I got a list here of 100 great poems. Let's pick one I haven't read yet. How about I Cannot Live Without You by Emily Dickinson. I cannot live without you. It would be life. Life is over there, behind the shelf. Sexton keeps the key to putting up our life. Porcelain, like a cup, guarded of the housewife, quaint or broke, A newer serves, please. Old one's cracked. Could not die with you, for one must wait to shut the other's gaze down. You could not. Could I stand by and see you freeze without my ripe frost, death's privilege? Nor could I rise with you, because your face would put out Jesus's, that new grace. Glow plain, foreign on my homesick eye, except that you, that he, come closer by. They judge us how, for you served heaven, you know, or sought to, I could not. Because you saturated sight. I had no more eyes for sordid excellence, that's paradise. Were you lost, I would be, but my name rang loudest, oh, the heavenly fame. And were you saved, and I condemned to be, where you were not, that self were hell to me. So we must meet apart, you there, I here. Just the door ajar, that oceans are, and prayer, that white sun. Hey, cool, got some Emily Dickinson in. Let's spin the wheel. Monologue! Oh, good, I love these. Let's head on down to the theater. It's all set up for a song. Let's set it up for a monologue. What do you say? Better. All right. Well, I got a whole bunch of cool new monologues last week, most of them from the kids in the hall. So let's pick one out. Let's do America today. This is That's America by Bruce McCullough, who is in fact Canadian. Some people look at a flag swaying in the breeze of the White House and say, that's America. Whenever I see an American flag hung in a window of a basement apartment by guys who have better things to do with their money than buy curtains, I say, that's America. In America, there are 51 states. Or maybe it's 80 now. Does England count? I'm not quite sure. The one thing I am sure of, if I'm standing in a warehouse behind a time clock, and a guy is punching in for his best friend who's too hungover to get out of bed, I'm standing in America, the hangover capital of the world, the place where every young man has to answer in his heart the question, what do you love more, your girlfriend or your car? Where that young man can buy a beat-up car for $300 but have to spend $1,000 to insure it. The land where even a paperboy can option film rights. America. In America, a woman on an assembly line works out her overtime in her head to infinity. And at the exact same moment, her husband gets into a car crash because he was looking at a girl in a tube top. America. A land where spelling doesn't count, but people's pets do. What else can you get a job riding a whale at Marine Land? A land where a guy's girlfriend breaks up with him over the phone, so he takes a gun and kills the principal. Everyone's sad until they get the day off. Next week, another guy, another gal, another week and still be friends phone call. Whoa, the assistant principal gets killed. Everyone is sad because they don't get the day off, because he was only the assistant principal. America, a land of opportunity. Yes, that great lumbering beast that journeys tirelessly and stops only to eat a clubhouse sandwich, pick its teeth with a matchbook cover, and fall asleep with TV on. America, a place for Americans. That's Bruce McCullough. He's a delight. Let's spin the wheel. Okay, with a double spin it. No poem, no poem, no poem, no poem. Shakespeare! Let's head down to the Shakespeare stage. Just a quick shout out to the late Queen Elizabeth. She died this very week. Queen is dead. Long live the king! All right, folks, we've been working on Shakespeare's sonnets. He wrote over 150 of them. I believe we are currently in the 70s. We are right now on sonnet number 78. Hope you enjoy it. Sonnet number 78 by William Shakespeare. So oft have I invoked thee for my muse, and found such fair assistance in verse, as every alien pen hath got my use, and under thee their posy disperse. Thine eyes that taunt the dumb on high to sing, and heavy ignorance aloft to fly, have added feathers to the learned's wing, given grace a double majesty. Yet be most proud of that which I compile, whose influence is thine and born of thee. In others' work thou dost but mend the style. Arts with thy sweet graces graced be. But thou art all my heart, and dost advance as high as learning, my rude ignorance. A nice round of applause. All right, let's spin the wheel. Come on, spin that. Spin that. You're already on something when it came up. What do we got? Ask me anything. Oh, this is very exciting. We're going to go back to the chat chalet. All right, Mill Watchers. Now's your chance to shine. You have 60 seconds on the clock. Ask me anything. Anything you want to know about me personally, about stand-up comedy, about show business, about broadcasting, about streaming. What little I know about poetry, I'm glad to offer. Come on, ask me anything. Type it right in the chat, and I'll answer. Anything at all. Now's your chance. Ask away. Anything at all. You know what I'm thinking, folks? I'm thinking we ought to spin the wheel. Called Ask Me Nothing. Limericks. Let's head on down to the Poetry Pagoda. These are fun. I like to do 3 at a time. What in the, huh? What is going on over here? Get back where you're supposed to be. Madness. Rough, I tell you. There you go. I should probably do some Ronnie Dangerfield monologues. All right, the first, limericks. So, we'll start simple. Once I fell in love with a blonde, but found that she wasn't so fond of my pet turtle named Odie, who I taught how to yodel. Oh, it's Odell. So she dumped him outside in the pond. These are not credited to any particular author, so I don't know if they're good or not. I'm picking them at random from a list. My dog is really quite hip, except when he takes a cold dip. He looks like a fool when he jumps in the pool and reminds me of a sinking ship. His dog drowned. I don't like that one. There is a young schoolboy named Mason, whose mom cuts his hair with a basin. When he stands in one place with a scarf around his face, it's a mystery which way he's facing. That's not bad. I'm going to close out with that one. Thanks, limericks. Oh, what in the, huh? There we go. Come on, man. Gotta stay on the ball internet connection. I need you. We're in this together. Oh, I thought we were going to stop on that yellow one. Video game! Oh, fun. Let's head on down to the video game vault. You know how it works, folks? Just like Boggle. Number of letters on the screen. Pick any words that are at least 4 letters long. For the folks at home, the letters are I-E-T-M-L-Y. Timely. Boom. All right, I got the 6-letter word already. I am in the lead because I am the only one playing. Here we go. Now we got light. We got melty. Melty. How about melty? Let's try melty. I'm lime. Limey. Limey's good. Right, limey. Nope. limey. There we go. Melt's a word, but not melty. Tile, tiley, lightly, limely, milty, Uncle Melty, letty, time. Time's a word. Boom, done. Melt. We got melt and we got time. Timey-wimey. That's only used in Doctor Who circles, but I'd take it if I was the judge. Sadly, I am not. Timely, mitly, evil, mitly, mightily. How about time? Just the word time. Boom. Don't want to miss my turn. There we go. Might, M-Y-T-E, light, Emmy, limey, timey, miley, mile, M-I-L-E-I. There you go. That's a four-letter word, but I'll take it. Also tile. Oh, 3 more points. I think I'm going to go to the second level, my friends. And that's an exciting thing. Hooray. Hooray. I'm going to cover my mouth if I'm alone in this room. Boom! Made it. Second level. I am the king of words on stream by myself by 1 point. And you know what? I think that deserves a little celebration, don't you? Let's hear it, folks. Try that again. I got moved off to the side for some reason. All right, A-E-P-P-L-A. Apple is the first choice. Spelled with a Q, that's not right. Apple. There we go. And appeal. A-P-P-E-A-L. I think that's all of them. Yep, appeal, that's all the big letters. Oh, way ahead of the game there. Then leap. Excuse me. Appeal, excellent. Okay, then we'll do leap. Papple. Popple. Papple. Apple. Paul. Lappy. Lapoo. Peel. Peel. Appeal. Where did appeal? Peals of laughter. I can do more 4-letter words, but I don't know if I'll make it. Clap. Oh. There we go. Flea. Nice. All right. Apple. We already got apple. We already got appeal. Appeal. Alps. Clean. P-L-E-A. Did we get that yet? Yep, we got that. Pale. P-A-L-E. There you go. Pale. Boom. Back in the game. 2 more points, and I got this. Eel. Owl. App. Oh. They already get peel. Round 3. I am unstoppable today. No one is trying to stop me, and that helps. You know what? I think it's time for another little celebration. Nice. Next level, 1 star. Not too shabby for a little guy from Tampa, Florida. All right, let's try it again. Oh, still in first place. That feels good. Let's roll the dice. Neasso. N-E-A-S-S-O. Misspell ocean. That's not it. Ozen. I'm going to put insane because I saw it first. Okay. Sane. Sons. Isosana. Nose. Nose is a word. N-O-S-E. Boom, getting closer. All right, nose as nose. Nose and ansays. Thames. Owns. Canoes. Canoes with 2 S's. Ass. No ass. I have that. Zone. Oh no. Neso. Nes. Oh, es ist. I got nothing. I can't find any more words. Oh, this is rough. Wish there were other people in the room with me. Stone. Stomas. Stone. Noses. Noses. Nice. More than one nose. That feels good. Okay, 15, 18 more. Nases. Anses. Oh, boy. Noses. Sames. Stones. Trying to do some eyebrow work here. I got nothing here, folks. That's the end. That's the end of this round. I'm not going to do any better than that. Bassoon. Nope, I got nothing. Bassoon. Bassoon? Nah. Well, you know what that means. Aww. Yeah, I'm sad too. Let's spin the dice. Movie! Nah, I still don't feel like it. Zen Cohen! Let's head on down to the campfire. This is Cohen number 5. If you love, love openly. 20 monks and one nun, who was named Ishun, were practicing meditation with a certain Zen master. Ishun was very pretty, even though her head was shaved, and her dress plain. Several monks secretly fell in love with her. One of them wrote her a love letter, insisting upon a private meeting. Ishun did not reply. The following day, the master gave a lecture to the group. When it was over, Ishun rose. Addressing the one who had written to her, she said, "You really love me so much. Come and embrace me now." Love, love openly. Good advice. Kind of love where you have to keep something ain't right. Fix it. Oh, we were past the Romeo and Juliet days. All right, let's spin the wheel. Another Zen Cohen. Unusual. Let's head on back to the campfire. This one is called No Loving Kindness. There was an old woman in China who had supported a monk for over 20 years. She had built a little hut for him and fed him while he was meditating. Finally, she wondered just what progress he had made in all this time. To find out, she obtained the help of a girl rich and desired. Go and embrace him, she told him, and then ask him suddenly, "What now?" The girl called upon the monk and without much ado caressed him, asking him what he was going to do about it. An old tree grows in a cold rock in winter, thought the monk, nowhere any warmth. The girl returned and related what he had said. "To think I fed that fellow for 20 years, exclaimed the old woman in anger. He showed no consideration for your needs, no disposition to explain your condition. We need not have responded to passion, but at least he should have evidenced some compassion. He at once went to the hut of the monk and burned it down." The lesson there is kind. Kind, especially if a woman rich in passion comes to your hut. You don't have to give in to the passion, but you can at least be kind. Don't reject people cruelly. I think that's what the Zen Koan is about. In the week. ASMR. Let's go. too weird. Let's spin the wheel. Song! Ooh, finally, let's head on down to let's do one of the theaters. This is a song written by Paul Quarter. Not Paul Quarter. I can't believe I haven't written that joke. He's a homosexual man who courted Poles. But no, his name is Cole Porter. I should write that down. Paul Quarter. That's the two people who will get that joke will love it. Paul Quarter. Very nice. This song called I Get No Kick from Champagne. I first heard it in the film Blazing Saddles. My story is too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree. I don't know the notes for this part. I feel kind of bad. About to get good though. Fighting vainly the old ennui. Then I turn and I see your fabulous face. I'll work on that for next time. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some they may go for cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, it would bore me terrifically too. But I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to see you obviously do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane. Flying too high with some gal in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. But I get a kick, yes, I get a kick, oh, I get a kick out of you. First time doing that one, and you can tell. How about a nice round of applause for the effort? All right, that's enough of that. Let's spin the wheel. Whew, that was rough, folks. Sorry about that. Monologue! Let's go back to the theater. Since we are at that sweet and rare time where 0 people are watching, I am going to do Lucky's speech. Given the existence, as uttered forth in the public works of Puncher and Watman, of a personal God, qua, 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 with white beard, qua, 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 without time, without extension, whom from the heights of divine apathia, divine athambia, divine aphasia, loves us dearly, with some exceptions, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, and suffers, like the divine Miranda, with those who, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, are plunged in torment, plunged in fire, whose fire flames if that continues, and who can doubt it will, fire the firmament, that is to say, blast hell to heaven, so blue, still, and calm, so calm, the calm which, even though intermittent, is better than nothing, but not so fast, and considering what is more, that as a result of the labors left unfinished, crowned by the Academy of the Anthropometry of Essie and Posse, of Testu and Cunard, it is established beyond all doubts, all other doubts than that which clings to the labors of man, that as a result of the labors unfinished of Testu and Cunard, it is established as thereafter, but not so fast, for reasons unknown, that as a result of the public works of Puncher and Watman, it is established beyond all doubt that in the view of labors of Fartoff and Belcher, left unfinished for reasons unknown, of Testu and Cunard, left unfinished, it is established, what many may deny, that man in Posse of Testu and Cunard, that man in Essie, that man in short, that man in brief, in spite of the strides of alimentation and defecation, is seen to waste and pine. Waste and pine. And concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the strides of physical culture, the practice of sports, such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, flying, floating, riding, gliding, conating, camogie, skating, tennis of all kinds, dying, flying, sports of all sorts, autumn, winter, tennis of all kinds, hockey of all sorts, penicillin and succedanea, in a word. I resume, and concurrently, simultaneously, for reasons unknown, to shrink and dwindle. In spite of the tennis, I resume, flying, gliding, golf over 9 and 18 holes, tennis of all sorts, in a word, for reasons unknown, in Peckham, Fulham, Clapham, namely, concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, but time will tell. To shrink and dwindle, I resume, Fulham, Clapham, in a word, the dead lost per caput since the death of Bishop Berkeley, being to the tune of 1 inch 4 ounce per caput, approximately by and large, more and less, to the nearest decimal, good measure, round figures, stark naked in the stockinged feet in Connemara, in a word. For reasons unknown, no matter what matter, the facts are these. And considering what is more, much more grave than the light of the labors lost of Steinweg and Peterman, it appears what is much more grave than in the light of the labors lost of Steinweg and Peterman, that in the plains of the mountains, by the seas, by the rivers, running water, running fire, the air is the same, and then the earth, namely the air, and then the earth, and the great cold, the great dark, the air and the earth, abode of stones, and the great cold, alas! Alas, in the year of our Lord 600 and something, the air, the earth, the sea, the earth, abode of stones, and the great deeps, and the great cold, and sea on land, and in the air. I resume, for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis, the facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas, on and short, on and fine, on a boat of stones, and who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume, the skull to shrink and waste, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis, on, the beard, the flames, the tears, the stones so blue, so calm, alas, alas, on the skull, and Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the labors abandoned, left unfinished, graver still, a boat of stones, in a word, I resume, alas, abandoned, unfinished, the skull and Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the skull, alas, the stones, Cunard, tennis, stones, so calm, Cunard, unfinished. I had to remember. I'm going to give myself a round of applause. It's hard. Yeah, that's good. All right, Dan. Ooh, joke. Well, let's head on down to the joke house. Jew dies and goes to heaven. Meets God. God says, why don't you tell me a joke? And the Jewish comedian, he tells him a Holocaust joke. God says, that's not funny. Jew says, I guess you had to be there. Monologue. Let's go to the theater. I'm trying to learn Ricky Romo's monologue, his sales pitch from Glengarry Glen Ross, so here we go. All train compartments smell vaguely shit. It's so you don't mind it. That's the worst thing I confess. You know how long it took me to get there? A long time. When you die, you're going to regret the things you don't do. You think you're queer? Let me tell you something. We're all queer. Think you're a thief? So what? You get befuddled by a middle-class morality. Get shut of it. Shut it out. Cheated on your wife? You did it. Live with it. Fuck little girls? So be it. There's an absolute morality. Maybe. And then what? If you think there is, then be that thing. Bad people go to hell? I don't think so. So, if you think that, act that way. Hell exists on earth. I won't live in it. That's me. You ever take a dump? Makes you feel like you just slept for 12 hours? Or a piss? A great meal fades reflection. Everything else gains. You know why? Because it's only food. The shit we eat, it keeps us going. It's only food. Great fucks you may have had. What do you remember about them? I don't know. For me, what I'm saying is, it's probably not the orgasm. Some broad's forearm on your neck. Something her eyes did. There was a sound she made. Or me lying in, I'll tell you, me lying in bed the next day, she brought me cafe au lait. She gives me a cigarette. My balls feel like concrete, eh? What I'm saying is, what is our life? Looking forward, or it's looking back. And that's our life. That's it. Where's the moment? What is it we're afraid of? Loss. What else? Bank closes. Sick. My wife died on a plane. Stock market collapses. The house burnt down. What do these things happen? None of them. We worry anyway. What does this mean? I'm not secure. How can I be amassing wealth beyond all measure? What's beyond all measure? That's a sickness. That's a trap. There is no measure, only greed. How can we act? The right way, we would say, to deal with this, there's a 1 in a million chance that so-and-so will happen. Fuck it, won't happen to me. No. We know that's not the right way. I think we say the correct way to deal with this is there's a one-on-one, there's a 1 in so-and-so chance this will happen. God protect me, I am powerless. Let it not happen to me. But no, to that I say. But there's something else. What is it? If it happens, as it may, for that is not within our powers, I will deal with it, just as I do today with what draws my concern today. I say this is how we must act. I do these things which seem correct to me today. I trust myself. If security concerns me, I do that which today I think will make me secure. And every day I do that. When the day arrives that I really need reserve, A, odds are that I have it, and B, the true reserve that I have is the strength that I have of acting each day without fear, according to the dictates of my mind. Stocks, bonds, objects of art, real estate. Now, what are they? Opportunity. To what? To make money? Perhaps. To lose money? Perhaps. To indulge and learn about ourselves? Perhaps. So fucking what? What isn't? They're an opportunity. That's all. They're an event. A guy comes up to you, you make a call, you send in a brochure. It doesn't matter. There are these properties I'd like for you to see. What does it mean? What do you want it? Money? That's what it signifies to you. Security? Comfort? All it is things that happen to you. That's all it is. How are they different? Some poor newly married guy gets run down by a cab. Some busboy wins the lottery. All it is, it's a carnival. What's special? What draws us? We're all different. Not the same. Not the same. It's been a long day. James, glad to meet you. Glad to meet you, James. I want to show you something. It might mean something to you. It might not. I don't know. I don't know anymore. What is that? Florida. Glengarry Highlands, Florida. Florida? Bullshit. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's true, and that's what I said, but look here. What is this? This piece of land. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. It's a great. I really enjoy Mammoth. I'm going to buy some more of his plays, I think. Can't get them for free. You can get them at the library, but I like to write them up. I have Oleana, and I have Faustus, or two of my. I haven't done any of those yet. So I'll have to. Let's spin the wheel. Limericks. Ooh, 2 in 1 show. Why not? Back to the poetry pagoda. An elderly man called Keith mislaid his set of false teeth. They'd been laid on a chair. He'd forgotten they were there. Sat down and was bitten beneath. Of a good butt-biting joke. The Incredible Wizard of Oz retired from his business because, due to up-to-date science, to most of his clients, he wasn't the wizard he was. That was quite good. All right, well, is it me or the nature of money that's odd and particularly funny? But when I have dough, it goes quickly, you know, and seeps out of my pockets like honey. Yeah, well, that's what you get for carrying honey in your pocket. Weird. Weird. Get hurt by ants. Spin the wheel. Feedback. Oh, it didn't work. It's what's spin the wheel. Did you game? Oh, cool. I got a level 3 last time. Let's try it again. Remember, if you're at home playing this thing, minimum of 4-letter words. It's just like, there we go, just like Bob. Except I can play it alone. Here we go. Egronorv. Goodness gracious. All right. Egronorv looks Russian. Ron, Grove, Gur, Rogue, Vogue. There's no U. Voger. Gover. River. Rover. Rover. Boom. 5 letters. I'm in. All right. Over. Looks like the V's worth 4. Never. I can do never. Never go. Oh, come on now. Give me never. Hey, being a jerk. N-E-V. I only have one E. That's why. Rover. Oh. All right, got goon. Room, groon. Boog. Born, von, nov. Forgive, vion, orgiv. Gave, gove. G-O-V-E, ov. Evo, evo. Evor, cover, grabber. Rion, vervo. Norg. Rogue. Vengeance. There's only one E. Bangaroo. Ronenerver. Oh, it's not going to happen. This is not going to happen, folks. It's embarrassing to me. Roverafenen. Rovaffenen. I just can't see it. Can't see it. Governor! Boom! I'm still not going to make it to the next level, but I got the main word. Governor. That's a hard word to spell correctly, but I'm a spelling champion. So, yeah, no big deal. I'm a pretty good spell. If you like spelling, you're watching the right show, because I'm a good... The spelling was very good. All right, let's spin the wheel. Video game! All right, let's do another round. Why not? For you folks listening at home, the letters are S-O-N-N-I-I-A-V. Venetois. Venison. No, that's an E. Sovian. Veins. Oh, it's votif. Vender. Savan. Asiaganovan. Asian. Vision. All right, visionaire, visionary, vision, scion. There's no other root words in vision. All right, so television, anavision. Neon, no, not nions. Noans, veins, bones, Bonia. No, sniv. On the iron. Envision. That would have been a good word, but no, envision. I envision. Oh, that would have been great though. All right, envision. Nope. Invasion. Whoop. There's the big word. Nice. Still doesn't look like I'm gonna win, but I might. Envoy is an invoice, invine, bozen, bond, envan, in van, in a van, in vans, boy, I innocent, and I always in invasion. That's it. You know what that means. Aww. Well, I'm only flesh and blood, folks. Nobody is perfect at boggling. Let's spin the wheel. I'm not playing it again. Ooh, song. Let's go on to the theater. This is a song Billy Joel wrote that I love. They say that these are not the best of times, but they're the only times I've ever known. And I believe there is a time for meditation in cathedrals of our own. Now I've seen that sad surrender in my lover's eyes, and I can only stand apart and sympathize. For we are always what our situations hand us. It's either sadness or euphoria. So we'll argue and we'll compromise and realize that nothing's ever changed. For all our mutual experience, our separate conclusions are the same. Now we are forced to understand, we are forced to recognize our inhumanity. Reason coexists with our insanity. So we choose between reality and madness. It's either sadness or euphoria. How thoughtlessly we dissipate our energies. Perhaps we won't fulfill each other's fantasies as we stand upon the ledges of our lives with our respective similarities. Either sadness or euphoria. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I just like to check in the chat every now and then, make sure it's still working. We'll do a couple of tests. First, how about a cheer? C-H-E-E-R, anytime you want. Boom! Look at that. All right, so the screen works, just nobody's writing on it. Here, let's do some encouragement. I can use a little encouragement from my dog there. Very, very nice. Hey, buddy, I'm watching you, and I'm really enjoying the stream. Thanks, automated thing I put on there to make me feel better. You're the best. Let's spin the wheel. Sorry about that. Feelings. Pretty depressed this week. I had some chest pains pretty much Monday through Wednesday. They went away by the end of the week, but it kept me from doing anything. I had to cancel lunch. One of my best friends, I admire a lot, Sid Davis. I was very excited about having lunch with him, but I had chest pains and didn't want to leave the house. Pretty much spent the whole week in the house. I didn't go out at all, except for, this. I went camping a couple weeks back. I don't know how much of this you can see, but I got a whole bunch of ant bites on my hand, so it looks like I have the monkeypox, so I'm embarrassed to go out. I don't have the monkeypox, I've just been bitten by ants, but still. I feel better than I did before I did the stream, so I'm glad I did the stream. Singing always makes me feel better, but I think I need to get the word out, man. I think it's time to start promoting this thing, because it's not bad. Not excellent, but it's not bad. Let's spin the wheel. Those are my feelings, folks. And I miss my wife. She works too hard. Ask me anything, man. Try again. Feedback, man. I'm walking towards the coffee. Oh, gotta take the lid off or the coffee won't go in. Oh, I wonder what the wheel says. Exciting time. Shakespeare! Hoorah! Let's go back to the Shakespeare theater. What do you say? Well, we already did a sonnet. Let's do a monologue. I love Shakespeare's monologues. Let's do... Aaron. He's a bad, bad guy. Not there. There we go. Sorry about that. This is Aaron. He's a bad guy. He's a really bad guy. And he's about to be hanged. Even now I curse the day, and yet I think few come within the compass of my curse, where I did not some notorious ill as kill a man, or else devise his death, ravish a maid, or plot the way to do it, accuse some innocent and forswear myself, make poor men's cattle break their necks, set fire on barns and haystacks in the night, and bid the owners quench them with their tears. Oft have I digged up dead men from their graves and set them upright at their dear friends' doors, even when their sorrows almost were forgot. And on their skins, as on the barks of trees, have with my knife carved in Roman letters, let not your sorrow die, though I am dead. But I have done 1,000 dreadful things as willingly as one would kill a fly, and nothing grieves me heartily indeed, but that I cannot do 10,000 more. Let's spin the wheel. Titus Andronicus, that's the name of the play. Couldn't think of it. Titus Andronicus by William Shakespeare. What do we got? You're just mocking me today, Wheel. Just mocking me. Song! All right, let's go camping. Let's sing Lady is a Tramp. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater but never comes late. She never bothers with people she hates. That's why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't like dice games with barons or earls. Won't go to Harlem in ermine and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of those girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. Loves the free, cool wind in her hair. Life without care. She's broke and it's oak. Doesn't like California. It's cold and it's damp. And that's why the lady is a tramp. She gets too hungry, boy, they wait there for dinner at 8. Oh! She adores the theater, however, doesn't get there late. She'd never bother with someone she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Loves the free, fine, wild, knocked out, cool, groovy wind in her hair. Life without care. She's broke, but it's oak. Hates California, it's cold and it's damp. And that's why the lady, that's why the lady, dee-doo-ba-doo, that's why the lady is a tramp. Need a lot more breath in that. I'm working on it. Yeah, well, at least I'm practicing, right? Let's spin the wheel. Nice to have a moment of silence, don't you think? Gotcha. I'm not doing another limerick. I don't know about you, Wheel. You're all over the place today. 4 limericks, 3 songs. Certainly not enough Shakespeare. Shakespeare, why not? This is sonnet number 79. Whilst I alone did call upon thy age, my verse alone had all thy gentle grace. But now my gracious numbers are decayed, and my sick muse doth give another place. I grant, sweet love, thy lovely argument deserves the travail of a worthier pen. Yet what of thee thy poet doth invent, he robs thee of, and pays it thee again. He lends thee virtue, and he stole that word from thy behavior. Beauty doth he give, and found it in thy cheek. He can afford no praise to thee, but what in thee doth live. Then thank him not for that which he doth say, since what he owes, thee thou thyself dost pay. Get a much more Shakespearean phrase than that. Since what he owes, thee thou thyself dost pay. What do you think we ought to do? Spin the wheel? You're right. Song! All right, let's go back to the theater. All right, let's see. What haven't we sang yet here? Let's do There's Always Someone Cooler Than You by Ben Folds. Smile, smile, like you've got nothing to prove, no matter what you might do. There's always someone out there cooler than you. I know it's hard to believe, but there are people you meet, they're into something that is too big to be expressed through their clothes, and they'll put up with all the poses you throw, and you won't even know that they're not sizing you up. They know your mom fucked you up, or maybe let you watch too much TV. But they'll still look in your eyes to find the human inside. You know there's always something in there to see beneath the veneer. Not everybody made the list this year. Have a beer. Make me feel tiny if it makes you feel tall, but there is always someone cooler than you. Yeah, you're the shit, but you won't be it for long, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, there's always someone cooler than you. Now that I've got the disease, in a way I'm relieved, 'cause I don't have to stress about it like you do. I might just get up and dance, or buy some acid wash pants. When you don't care, then you've got nothing to lose. And I won't hesitate, 'cause every moment life is slipping away. It's okay. Make me feel tiny if it makes you feel tall, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, you're the shit, but you won't be it for long, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, there's always someone cooler than you. Oh, there's always someone cooler than Life is wonderful. Life is beautiful. We're all children of one big universe. So you don't have to be a chump. And you know that I won't hesitate. 'Cause every moment life is slipping away. It's okay. Make me feel tiny if it makes you feel tall, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, you're the shit, but you won't be it for long, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, there's always someone cooler than you. Oh, there's always someone cooler than you. Cooler than you. Oh, all right. Cooler than you. That's right. Cooler than you. Okay. Cooler than you. I mean it now. Nerds go wild. Sure, still nobody in there watching that? Good. Let's keep on going. Do. Wisdom. Next. Let's go down. We haven't laid down any wisdom from on high. About time, Will. Thank you. Today's reading comes from Rumi. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it's words I wish to live my life by. I want to sing like the birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. That's how I want to do my comedy. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide. How about some advice? The wound, it's the place where the light enters. I'll give you one more. You are a function of what the whole universe is doing, in the same way that a wave is a function of what the whole ocean is doing. That, of course, is Alan Watts. One more from Alan Watts. Through our eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. Through our ears, the universe is listening to its harmonies. We are the witnesses through which the universe becomes conscious of its glory, of its magnificence. Hey, it's an important job, even if you're like me and you just sit around a lot. Let's spin the wheel. Monologue. All right, let's head that mic to the theater. My favorite monologues from the kids in the hall are always Dave Foley's. So I'm going to do Dave Foley's monologue on the mass murderer. You know, the difficult thing about being a mass murderer isn't the murdering part. It's the mass part. I mean, it's the pace. You have to, hold on, my Adobe Flash Player just tried to get me to remind me later. Okay, thank you. As I was saying, excuse me, the difficult thing about being a mass murderer isn't the murdering part. It's the mass part. It's the pace you've got to keep up, the sheer volume of murdering. Because the funny thing about killing, after the first time you've killed, the second time, it's easy. Third time, you start to get cocky, so you got to be careful. You know, you got to stay humble or you make dumb mistakes. Oh, and by the seventh time, you're likely to feel you're in a bit of a rut, you know? You want to get artistic with it. You know, start cutting off the middle toe of each victim so you'd be known as the middle toe murderer. But that point, I don't know. I think that's showboating, you know? You got to ask yourself, who am I doing this for? Am I doing it for myself or for the press? And around the 20th murder, well, you're likely to be sick of the whole thing, you know? I mean, I don't even want to look at another corpse. I feel like if I even see a chainsaw, I'll scream. It's like what happened the other day. I had just finished ending a human life in a senseless act of violence, when I run into this old friend of mine from high school. And he says, hey, what you been doing? And I think to myself, what have I been doing? What am I doing with my life? Where is this leading? Am I going to be doing this in my 50s? Sometimes I really think I should go back to college. Dave Foley, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't do much better than that. I wish I was like that kid. Let's spin the wheel. I didn't see it stop. You see it stop? I didn't see nothing. Fidget game! Let's give it another shot. For the folks at home, you know how it works. Like Bible, minimum of 4 letters. Here we go. E-A-S-E-M-S. So eases. An easy one. Now mazes, mazes. Amaze, amc, seams. Seams is a word. And so is seams with 2 E's. We'll do that one next. Oh, I'm feeling good about these. All right. Seams, S-E-A-M-S. Boom. Now the other kind, S-E-E-M-S. It seems like I'm going to win this round. That's it, because I made a... Okay. Semantics, sams, maces. Less cute, more words. Seams, sams, maze, sams. Ass, mass, a mass. Got it. All right. Mass. There's no mazes, unfortunately. Sames, not a word. Ass is definitely a word, though. Okay. Seams, sames. I guess I could do the singular. Sasm. Yeah, follow me for more fun. Seams. Well, let's just do seam. Is. Essay. Emson. 2 points short, ladies and gentlemen. 2 points short. Looks like we're not going to make it to the next round, which makes me sad, but not that big a deal. We tried our best. We got to Rebel 3 earlier, and that's a new record for a single man on the show. Let's roll the dice. Oh. Yeah, I know. I lost. Okay, thank you. Yes, we know. All right, let's roll the dice. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Monologue! Let's head on back to the theater. This is from Frankenstein. Creature talking the monster. I expected this reception. All men hate the wretched. How then must I be hated who am miserable beyond all living things? Yet you, my creator, detest and spurn me, thy creature, to whom thou art bound by ties only dissoluble by annihilation of one of us. You purpose to kill me. How dare you sport thus with life? Do your duty toward me, and I will do mine toward you and the rest of mankind. If you will comply with my conditions, I will leave them and you at peace. But if you refuse, I will glut the maw of death till it be satiated with the blood of your remaining friends. Have I not suffered enough that you seek to increase my misery? Life, although it may be only an accumulation of anguish, is dear to me, and I will defend it. Remember, thou hast made me more powerful than thyself. My height is superior to thine, my joints more supple, but I will not be tempted to set myself in opposition to thee. I am thy creature, and I will be even mild and docile to my natural lord and king, if thou wilt also perform thy part, which thou owest me. Be not equitable to every other, and trample upon me alone, to whom thy justice, even thy clemency and affection is most due. Remember that I am thy creature. I ought to by thy atom, and I am rather the fallen angel whom thou drivest from joy for no misdeed. Everywhere I see bliss from which I alone am irrevocably excluded. The desert mountains and dreary glaciers are my refuge. I have wandered here many days. The caves of ice, which I only do not fear, are a dwelling to me, the only one which man does not grudge. These bleak skies I hail, for they are kinder to me than your fellow beings. If the multitude of mankind knew of my existence, they would do as you do, and arm themselves for my destruction. Shall I not then hate them who abhor me? I will keep no term with my enemies. I am miserable, and they shall share my wretchedness. Yet it is in your power to recompense me and deliver them from an evil which it only remains for you to make so great that not only you and your family, but thousands of others shall be swallowed up in the whirlwinds of its rage. Let your compassion be moved, and do not disdain me. I was benevolent and good. Misery made me a fiend. Make me happy, and I shall again be virtuous. I have wandered through these mountains. I have ranged through their immense recesses, consumed by a burning passion which you alone can gratify. We may not part until you have promised to comply my request. I am alone, miserable. Man will not associate me, but one as deformed and horrible as myself would not deny herself to me. My companion must be of the same species and have the same defects. A female. This being you must create. Work on that. How are we doing on time? 18. 10 minutes left. Let's spin the wheel. Raising Arizona. You know, I ought to get a monologue from the Hudsucker Proxy. I love that movie. I was watching that today. I don't know if they have a monologue in it now that I think about it. But good show. All right, songs. Let's sing something soft. Cheer up. Nothing really matters when you look up into outer space. It's a great big world and there's no need to cry. Cheer up, we're all interconnected to the reaches of the galaxy. And my best friend said he came from the sky. Traveled to the earth upon a pink spaceship. Hard for him to hide behind those eyes. Cheer up, the atoms in your body are as old as every dinosaur. You're a special part of one big grand design. Cheer up, we're all in this together to discover what we're living for. 13 billion years and there's still time. Every night I wish upon the star so bright, waiting for the others to arrive. Cheer up, 'cause nothing really matters when you look up into outer space. It's a great big world and there's no need to cry. 13 billion years and there's still time. That's by a band called Great Big World, and I love them. Only heard 2 of their albums so far, but they're great. Also really like AJR, but I'm not sure if I can sing their song. How do you hum that stuff? It doesn't matter. Let's spin the wheel. All right, folks, we're running out of time. If you want to make a request, now's your chance. We've done wisdom, we've done vocal exercises, we've done poetry, we've done monologues, we've done Shakespeare. You know, the far end. Let's do a little bit more wisdom. Keep me up on high. Here's some advice. Advice? I don't have advice. Stop aspiring and start writing. If you're a writer, you're a writer. Write like you're a goddamn death row inmate and the governor is out of the country and there's no chance for a pardon. Write like you're clinging to the edge of a cliff. White knuckles in your last breath, and you've got one last thing to say. Like you're a bird flying over us and you can see everything. And please, for God's sake, tell us something that will save us from ourselves. Take a deep breath and tell us your wildest, deepest, darkest secret so we can wipe our brow and know that we're not alone. Write like you have a message from the king. Or don't. Who knows? Maybe you're one of the lucky ones who doesn't have to. That's Alan Watts. I'm going to give you one more. The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or... Whoop, lost it. What's that? Start over? You're probably right. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Let's spin the wheel. Wisdom. That's where we just were. Come on. Shakespeare did songs and poems and tunes, monologues, limericks, then cohen for the good day. No interruptions, that always makes it easier, right? Song! All right, let's go to the theme. You're gonna get a lot more songs. Let's see. Terrible voice today. Sorry about that. I've got a lot of living yet to do. Oh, maybe not. Fairy tales can come true if you're young at heart. For it's hard you will find to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. Go to extremes, impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life gets more exciting with each passing day. Love is either in your heart or on its way. Know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart. Or as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. You should survive 105 of all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Let's do one more poem. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd scour the pots and scrub the pans, candy the yams and spice the hams, and though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings, Coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese that filled the can and covered the floor, cracked the window and blocked the door, with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, glumpy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crust of black burnt buttered toast, and gristly beats of beefy roasts. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. I mean, greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gums, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry, curdled milk and crusts of pie, moldy melons, dried up custard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow clumps of cream of wheat. At last, the garbage reached so high that it finally touched the sky, and all the neighbors moved away. None of her friends would come and play. Finally, Sarah Cynthia Stout said, "Okay, I'll take the garbage out." But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state, from New York to the Golden Gate, and there, in the garbage, she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate, because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout. Always garbage out. Ah, what the heck. Well, about that time, folks. You know what the music means? Humbug. Thanks to everybody who watched. If there's anybody out there watching in silence, thanks. I hope you had some fun. I'll be back hopefully on Wednesday with a Butch stream. He's feeling up to it. And until then, remember that the only way to save this country is for all of us to love one another. So start small, love yourself, then love somebody else, then love everybody else. Until next time, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna glow and grow till I'm so blue, perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna learn the right words to talk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to walk. I'm gonna spit and polish my old rough, hedged self till I get rid of every single flaw. I'll be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go around shaking everybody's hand. I'm gonna be the cotton picking rage of the age. I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you and God bless America. Good night.